Hi, I'm Edie Hand, founder of Women of True Grit. I like to tell stories about women that have been through hard things and how they've navigated to beautiful situations. Well, coming up next is a lady that knows how to do that.
I was born and raised in Augusta, Georgia. Dad passed when I was a sophomore in college. My dad is who I am today. I was a daddy's girl, and so wherever my dad went, I went. And also was a workaholic in high school. I started working in retail when I was 16. So I've always been, as my mother would say, a person that just can't sit still. I met my husband at the time in Augusta, and after college, I moved back home, and I started working for the Department of Human Resources. And so I knew then that I've always had the gift of gab, and I knew I had to find a career that I was able to talk to people and make a difference in people's lives. And my girlfriend that I went to college with, she was from Macon, and she worked for the Convention and Visitors Bureau. There was a convention services job available, and I figured if I can get my foot in the door, if a sales position comes available, that'll be it. And so it did. And so I was in convention sales, which was my dream job, because I remember I got the gift of gab. And I worked there at the Macon Convention and Visitors Bureau for 16 years. So I ended up attending a conference. I knew the ladies with the Convention and Visitors Bureau in Huntsville, and they showed me a newspaper. They said, "Do you know a Chip Cherry?" And I said, "Chip Cherry, absolutely. He's the president and CEO of the Macon, Georgia Chamber." And they said, he's moving to Huntsville to run the Huntsville Chamber. And I said, And I called him. I said, we're moving to Alabama, and if you have any job openings or anything, just let me know. Then I accepted, was offered the job, and moved to Huntsville. I always say things happen for a reason. So if the ball hadn't been rolling as far as us leaving Georgia to Alabama, I wouldn't be here. And I always say that the Lord places things in front of you and takes you through things for a reason. I'm a cancer survivor, 5-year breast cancer survivor. The biggest lesson is being blessed is just being alive. I feed off positive energy. I hear people always tell me that I have a light that shines. And so for me, if my light is shining during the dimmest time of my life, then there's hope. And for all that are going through cancer or any other life difficulties, just surround yourself with people that are positive and that can feed positive energy into you, breathe it into you. Hope is a word that I don't use loosely because without hope, one can't survive, or one can't even taking it out of the cancer content, one can't be successful without hope. I feel that a lot of times young people don't know their career path. Educating them on the different areas of the discipline that they're interested in, because who would have known you could work for a Chamber of Commerce if your parents aren't a small business owner? And so being able to, because I'm very passionate about the Chamber, I'm very passionate about the careers within the Chamber of Commerce, and to be able to have others, especially young people, because they got to carry the torch, right? We need them to be able to continue to grow, to be able to continue to even grow our city. I'm really big on professional development. I feel individuals can't grow in a profession if they're not feeding into themselves with education, right? So what does it take to be the best professional I am? What does it take to be the best person that's doing graphic design? What does it take to make me better? I feel if you're not pouring into yourself, that you're doing the organization a disjustice. Because for me as a leader, I want to grow leaders. I never want to just hire people. I want to hire them and make them a part of the team, but I want to grow them also. If I can't grow them, I'm not doing my job. I'm Pammie Jimmar, and I am a woman of true grit.
For more inspiring stories like this, visit ediehan.com.